Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and the Cleric Only run. We are starting today with a little respec for Lae'zel. We've decided that Vlaakith is no longer the god that she's going to serve, so she's going to switch to Tempest instead, the Lord of Battles, the embodiment of honourable combat. That's literally the only change we're making. So we've paid 100 gold just to confirm sod you Vlaakith. Luckily it's pretty easy to get through this now. Do we stick with Dex 10? Did we pick up the Gloves of Dexterity? And if we did, who have we given them to? Yeah, we'll go with Alert as we did before. We won't change anything up in that regard. I feel like maybe we gave the Gloves of Dex to someone. But maybe we didn't. I don't think I would have given them to Will. Oh well, it's not important. I suppose we should just check that she's got the right spells prepared. Hey Glut. It's just roaming, just enjoying the camp. Now it's back to work. Did we ever ask Dereth why Baelin's gone for a stroll?
Well?
What are you doing down here, Dereth?
Right now. Waiting for my idiot husband's return. Lest you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss.
I mean, there must be something you're up to.
Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Balin. The rest is my own business.
Okay. She's not going to tell us any more than that. Very well. She's definitely here for a reason. But I guess we're not going to learn what it is for the moment. That's fine. Let's go for a stroll. Let's grab some swarming toadstools. For no reason, because we never do alchemy. A deep hole.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone.
Hello?
Your call echoes as it plunges downward, before gradually fading away.
That seems awful. Wonder if we could feather fall down there. Either way, it's probably not wise. Now, we've got a whole lot of Bibberbang hanging around.
That's a super tree. These things drain away one's magic. Shouldn't linger here.
So, Susa trees. Take away magic. That's not good. We kind of like magic. It's kind of our thing. Let's pop these Bibberbang, because we don't want to get close, I think. Noxious fumes seems like something we don't want to get involved with. Maybe we can do the same on all those down there. But for now, that's a pretty impressive tree, all told. Just killing a moment whilst we wait for the fumes to disperse. Which they hopefully will. The Dread Hollow. Oh, Susa Bloom. Interesting. Maybe we can find some Susa bark on this tree for that masterwork weapon that we were looking at potentially procuring. Either way, that bloom is going to drain our magical abilities, so that's not great for a party of clerics. Glut's pretty good at climbing. I wouldn't have expected that. Now, more Bibberbang. Oh, and a torch. And a Balin. No, we want to be careful, I think.
Stop! Stop!
Bibberbang!
Yep.
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
It's quite a predicament you've landed yourself in.
I know that. Scroll. Escape. My bag, please. I've dropped it somewhere.
Okay, hold tight. I'll find your bag.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what shall we do about that torch? Can we get away with this? Kinda. Okay, let's get out the fumes. How's Balin doing? Okay, we had to get a bit close. And that's kind of killed Balin. Okay. Okay, we kind of biffed this. What we could have potentially done, I suppose, is separate out Sovereign Glut from the rest of the crew. Because I believe he can walk through the mushrooms without any issue. Yeah, he can. Of course he can. He's a mushroom kind of guy. And then maybe we could have moved the torch, although maybe not. Either way, there's some noble stock. Which we kind of want. So let's bring that back to us. Because we don't want to get too close to this Bibberbank still. We don't want to be poisoned by it. It's some sort of legendary plant, you see. So we definitely want it. It wouldn't be orange if it wasn't interesting. Lovely. And now we've got that, let's back everyone up a bit. Because it would be fun to have a little fireworks display. Chads? Yeah, this is what could have happened if that torch had stayed lit. And it wouldn't have worked out well for old Balin. I mean, as things stand, it hasn't worked out well for old Balin. But, well, sometimes these things happen. What can you say? So, what have we got? We've got a scroll of Featherfall, and some scrolls of Misty Step. I guess his backpack was there then, but it's not anymore.
Curiosity must be satisfied.
And he had a scroll of invisibility and not much else. Oh well. Can we chat with him?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright, what was your profession, Balin?
Alchemist. Shop. Baldur's Gate.
And why were you in the Underdark?
Hunting. Ingredients. Noble stock. With my love.
So you were after the noble stock. Do you have any valuables?
Home. Shop. Baldur's Gate. Bone cloaks.
Fair enough. Yeah, how did you die?
Hunting. Noble stock. Fell. Bibberbang. Explosion.
Well, I'm hearing no mention of us in that, so that's absolutely fine. Bye. Nothing else of value down here. If there had been, it's been exploded now. But maybe we should have a look at that noble stalk that we picked up, because it sounds impressive. Restores a creature to full health and removes all conditions that negatively affects it. Doesn't mention anything there, but I do happen to know something about the noble stalk. Maybe Dareth knows us about it as well. I'd rather not get too metagamey if the game itself will tell us what I know. And she needs to hear the bad news. I'm afraid Balin died in a field of toxic mushrooms.
Dead? Worthless old fool. He had one bleeding job.
Yeah, he did. Now that's settled, what are you really doing down here?
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Not no more, though.
What makes it so valuable?
I've yet met an ailment it couldn't help. Baldness, blindness, poison. Piles, and best of all, it cures my dangerously underweight purse.
Well, bye then.
I'll find my way out. No point hanging around this den of misery.
Yeah, that's true enough. So yeah, she also didn't mention it. Well, she mentioned that it cures pretty much all ailments. And that's interesting. Could memory loss be considered an ailment? Let's give it to Shadowheart. Shads, would you like to eat some Noble Stalk? Can't use this right now. Okay, maybe we'll hold on to it for later.
May the darkness protect you.
You should eat that Noble Stalk. It could restore your memories.
I can't. My memories are being withheld for a reason. Lady Shah will return them to me when the time is right, no sooner. Besides, mushrooms aren't my favorite. I think it's because of the gills.
That's understandable. They are your memories though. You don't have to ask permission to know who you are.
All right, give it here.
You alright?
I think so. I remember something. Not everything. It's new and not new at the same time. All jumbled up. I was younger. Much younger. An initiate at the cloister. I was upset about something. The others were teasing me, mocking my name. Like I wasn't worthy of it. There was another. A tiefling boy with short horns and purple hair. I think he was my friend. He tried to make me feel better. Renald. That's the last part of it I remember. That must be his name. Perhaps he's still there in Baldur's Gate.
Interesting.
It hurts.
Well, that's good to know. Maybe we'll find Shad's a friend when we get to Baldur's Gate much later. Plenty of other business to take care of before that, though. Now, Sousa Bloom. That's bad for us. Also, that thing over there, that's a hook horror. That's definitely bad for us. Can we attack the Sousa Bloom? We can. It's probably smart, because most of our team relies on magic. We don't really want this in our face whilst we're dealing with hook horrors. Now, can we get the jump on the hook horror? Maybe. There we go. We wounded it. It didn't start combat immediately, which I find surprising. But that's okay. Big bounce. And we are going to get in there and smash it with our new sword. I don't think we need to worry about the War God's Blessing for just regular melee attacks. Now, Gale. It's a single hook horror. There's no one else in the fight, so let's not waste our resources. Let's give it a bit of the old radiating orb as well. Shovel! Get in there, you terrible gremlin. Can you get to... I wanted to slip around that side of Karlach, but we can't, so let's just move you down there. That's fine. And then... Lae'zel, we would like you to get in close and personal if you can. Not enough movement, dang it. That'll have to do. And Shaz, you don't need to get in too close because... yeah. You can use a bit of that. And Glut. You're going to have to dash because I imagine you haven't got the best turn of speed. Look at him go though. He's trying. Oh, what's this hook horror going to do? It's going to pounce. And multi-attack as well. That's not nice. It should go down. One would assume. Well, that's another miss for Carlo. We're not wasting our divinity on a shovel attack. But yeah, I think, although... why do we have disadvantage there on Glut? Oh well, it's going to get another attack off. Or try to, at least. And then Karlach does get a hit in. Lovely. So what else have we got down here? I wouldn't be surprised if the answer was more hook horrors. There's a waypoint. We'll take that. And Bilro the Forgotten. And a hook horror. Interesting. So Karlach. Big bounce. Let's get you as close as we can. And then, who's the bigger threat here? The hook horror's got loads of HP, so maybe we just duff up that drow first. Yeah, we don't know what he can do. We know the other guy can slash a bunch. Which is pretty bad. And he's got multi-attacks, but the drow could do anything. Could have all sorts of weird spells. We don't want none of that. Plus he's not very good at saving against Sacred Flame. And we like that. Reinforcements?
What's it calling to? Are there more of them?
There better not be. That sounds awful. I guess unless we were killing that guy in a turn though, there wasn't much way to stop that. Just taking out Filro first was probably the right move. Now, Glut. Let's get you up as high as we can. Now we can start whacking this bugger. Or trying to. Karlach seems to be missing a lot with this weapon. It's a finesse weapon. Does that mean it always uses dex? No, it only uses dex if it's higher than your strength. I guess just her 14 strength means, yeah, she's not hitting a lot of things particularly well. Which is unfortunate. What did we do with those gloves of dexterity? Did we not pick them up? Because they would be good on her, because then she'd be getting more hits in. Oh well. Lae'zel, give it a smack, please. Okay, now give it a better smack. Oh no, you've used up your actions. Because of jump. Not to worry. Shovel? Okay. Everyone seems to want to miss. I mean, we could probably help masses along. Okay. But we will use the War God's Blessing on that one, I think. It's nice to get a guiding bolt on someone. Shads, let's see. Maybe another... Yeah, that does reasonable damage. We like it. And then what can Glut do? Decent damage. It's possible that there were no reinforcements to call because we've already killed all the other hook horrors in the vicinity. There might have just been the two of them hanging around. So yeah, I think we've got the job done. Good. Now what have we got up here? Fish! Bilrose fish. Now they're Gale's fish. Filro, you had some scrolls, of course. An icy crystal used to be attached to something. And scribbled notes. Guardian of the Adamantine Forge. Hot hammer. Dawn nose. So that could help our search for the forge. Got a pouch over here. It's empty. Bit of food lying around, we'll take that. So Filro just went mad down here, it seems. He failed to find the forge and went insane. Sucks to be him, basically. Now we've got more Sousa flowers over there. Oh, there is another hook horror. There's two more hook horrors, so why didn't these come when the other one yelled? I guess maybe they're not friends. Now, it's possible that we could push that one. Because I believe Karlach can just do pushes when she uses her spells. And two hook horrors at once could be a tricky fight, so maybe we'll do some Call Lightning. Maybe it's only thunder spells that push, but I don't think we had any thunder spells that would reach the bugger anyway, so that's fine. We'll just Call Lightning the bugger. And we'll wait for the one upstairs to come down to us, because we don't need it to be in our face right now.
I speak, they burn.
This one will probably come wandering over in a minute. A few cantrips should be good. Shovel, let's not move too far away from the group, because it's going to come to us. There we go. It's pounced, and everyone fell over. What about you up there? Yep, you're jumping down. Okay. Now we can reapply Call Lightning. That time it pushed. Okay, I guess it only pushes occasionally. I feel like we might want to rest after this fight, because there could be a tough fight up ahead. So perhaps if we're resting after this fight, I should stop using cantrips, I should start using my spells. Although that... Oh, it's reach close apparently, because if I try and move it's going to provoke opportunity attacks. I thought it was far enough away that that wouldn't be the case, but I guess it's got long reach. Bugger, otherwise we could have possibly killed this one. Now, multi-attack. Doing multiple attacks at a prone target. Well, we haven't got a prone target. So... Well, sun sickness. That's why we've got disadvantage. While in sunlight, we have disadvantage on ability checks and such. Is that because of the radiating orbs that that one had? Maybe. Oh well, we got off a hit. Now once again they're calling reinforcements. Which is fine, because it's basically a turn where they're not attacking. We're okay with that. That was a good hit. Oh, it's probably because we got the mace out, haven't we? So, yeah, the mace is kind of making sunlight in the area. So I guess there's not a lot we can do about that. Yeah, this guy's going down. Go on, shovel. Nearly. And one final lightning strike. Grand. We've still got both our short rests, but we are short on spells. And in this direction, there could be fisticuffs. So let's take a rest. There we go. That was an uneventful night of sleep. Let me just check as well. I'm carrying a whole lot of gubbins here. Does that include any clothing dyes? Because it would be fun to dye our clothes. Got some pink and leaf green. We've got some Drake General. Not enough for everyone though. We'll have to buy some dyes from a shopkeep at some point. Give everyone their own colour scheme. Now, is there anything exciting in this direction? He says, as if he doesn't already know the answer. Even the game knows the answer, hence the autosave. Oh. It's kicking off. We're just going to move over there. Should we all move away? We probably don't want to be near whatever that is. But we don't want to move too far with our combat crew. Yeah, you stay there, Shovel. Shad, so you can back up. And Glut, maybe you move to the other side so you don't get too close to... Okay, he fell down. It's a Bulette. The Predator of the Dark. Bulette will attack other monstrosities before going after smaller prey. That's interesting, but I don't think it really helps us very much. Low wisdom, that's good. Low dex, that's good for our spells. 19 strength. It's as strong as an ogre. Twice as ugly. So how do we deal with it? Start with some spells. A critical hit is always nice. Karlach, do you want to just stay back and do more lightning? Seemed to work well in that last fight. 50%. But it looks like it hit, so we can do max damage with it. Oh, I should probably put Bless on at the start of tricky fights like this one. We've already got down to half health, or thereabouts on a turn, so it's going well. Now, I doubt it can be scared, and it's not within range, so that's unfortunate. Shovel, just go stand next to it, please. Bit of free damage. And that bashed quite a few people. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, we've still got disadvantage. Are there any corpses in the area that we could try and raise with Glut's other ability? I don't think so. So he's kind of useless here. Except possibly as a tank. Maybe we should use Sunbeam. That's pretty cool. Oh, it did kind of damage everyone in its path, as it literally said in the spell description. I just didn't see a path. I just saw that it was targeting the billet, so I was like, that's probably fine. Now, bit of necrotic touch.
Mine is the advantage.
Yes, that's the sort of thing where we use a spell god's blessing. And then we can recast this at no cost. We could maximise its damage, but no, we'll take that. It's probably going down. There we go. So maybe that wasn't such a bad fight after all. The Blood Guzzler Garb. Whenever the enemy damages them, they gain wrath for a turn. Okay. Now we need a short rest.
Frostbite does wonders.
Yeah, it does. So we've bested the below. A tombstone.
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in. You realize it was made with stone shape, a powerful spell to waste on a grave.
Must be an important grave then. I think we'll leave it. If someone's gone to the effort of stone shaping a tombstone. Oh, that's the lake. It's all nice. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that grave in case the person takes offence and utterly destroys us. Ah, there we go.
Mistra, what are these accursed flowers? I can feel my magic ebbing away.
Well,
Got the plans and a Susa bark. Now I need somewhere to craft it all.
there we go. Let's get out of this flower.
Blacksmith's house should do.
Yeah, we'll go back to the blacksmith's house in a bit. We could go now and leave Glut behind and then come back and collect him later, but we don't have to. We're not in any great rush to complete that little mission. What else have we around? That leads up to a spot we've been to before, perhaps. But down leads us into a new area, potentially. The Decrepit Village.
A campsite. Nobody's home though.
Good. Nobody's home, we'll just stroll past it. See what else we can see. Now, we've made our way back to the outpost. This is an area that might be worth an investigate. But we do also have some noxious fumes in the way. So, what happens if we explode them? Is that going to stop them for good? Might stop them for long enough.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Ah, there's a vent underneath that backpack. So that's probably... Okay, that one's come back on. Okay, so we can blast them and they'll switch off for a little bit.
Whatever it takes.
But then the ground is fully burning as well. So what's worse, poison damage or fire damage?
Nasty surprise.
Yeah, it looks like the poison damage might be worse. But either way, come on, crew. We should probably get rid of this torch store. It's not our friend.
These burrow holes must have been dug by some creature. Most likely not the creature I'd like to meet.
The creature you're talking about might be the one that we've already executed. So don't worry too much. We've got a dead drow.
Injuries on this drow are consistent with a fall. A very deep fall.
So he might have fallen from the depths above. And then we've got a mushroom circle. Is that what we've used before? It's the fact it's lit up means it might be the one that we used when we came down through the mushroom circles and found ourselves near this place. I feel like there's a waypoint.
Scorch marks. Hints of weave, too. There might just be trouble afoot.
There might be trouble afoot. That certainly looks like trouble. So maybe we'll just leave it alone for now. But I'm sure there's a waypoint down here. Because if we can find one, then that's the rest of the crew sorted. Yeah, a quick scan of the area suggests no waypoint. Maybe my memory is faulty on that. Maybe there's a waypoint in the decrepit village. Maybe we should go and deal with the village first. Didn't seem like anyone was around, so it's probably not a bad place to come and explore right now. Executed deep gnomes. Poor little buggers. Short sword of first blood. Deals extra damage to targets who still have all their hit points. That's kind of cool. Don't think I've come across that before. Surprised their captors left it on their person. But so be it. Now down we go.
Looks like an ambush.
It does. Holvik is ambushing. He's a Dwerger, so he's one of the buggers who might be causing us some problems. And Lurgan as well. Seems like a smart move at this point would be to ambush the ambushers. What is your defense like? Not great.
Pick to fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Oh, come on, you were going to fight me. Of course we picked a fight. Shame that that's saved, but oh well. Can't win them all. Now, Lae'zel. You get in there if you can. High defense. Damn it. Very well. Karlach. Yeah, we'll take the 2 points. Let's get him close. And where is our Thunderwave? Oh, it's saved against the push. But it did deal... Well, I'm sure that said it dealt 32 damage. Maybe it said 3 and 2 or something like that. Either way, let's get Shovel in the action. Because there's this chap over here. We don't want him getting involved too much.
I will split your cord.
An arrow of fire. That's not great. Now everyone's on fire. Glut probably won't like that. He's a mushroom boy. They tend not to like fire. Now Lurgan is threatened. So he shouldn't be too hard to hit. Good. You've animated a bunch of dead buggers. It's kind of unfortunate because Glut could have done that. But alas, you beat him to it. What should we do? So we can't really do a lot with Glut this turn. We'll send him after that guy. Now some reanimated corpses are coming up to say hello. But they're getting blinded by the blood of Lathander because they're undead. So that's fun. Silence. You silence the two that tend to smack people with their swords, so maybe that's not so bad. Also, see you later. Didn't kill him, but did most of the work, and it was fun. Oof, that's nice damage as well.
Time to strike.
Yes, time to bash things with your holy mace. 6 damage. That's hardly impressive. And we can't shove now because we used up all of our actions. We need to remember that's how War Priest works, because maybe we would have been better off shoving there. Oh well. Speaking of shoves, shovel. Do nothing. Well done. And Gale. We should probably burn that guy down. Now the rest are blinded by the Radiant Orb, which is nice. I mean, they were blinded anyway, but now they're super blinded. You can't hit Gale from there. Now Hunter's Mark's been broken, which is even better. Glut's taken a bit of a beating, but that's fine. There's another corpse down.
I am pain. I am death.
Well, you just took some damage because your blinding of Lae'zel failed, so good job, Norbert. This novice is going to take quite a few turns to get to us, perhaps. When they do, we might just shove them back down again. Glut continues to be the slowest guy in the world. Oops, that wasn't dash. That's dash. You come around here and just stand next to this archer. So, what can we do against these buggers? A crit, good. Followed by a little shove. Dang. And then... didn't quite finish that one off. Can we shove the other? Yeah, why aren't they being shoved off the cliff like everyone else? Is it that undead fortitude that they've got? No. Ah, when reduced to 0 hit points, regain a hit point unless the damage was radiant or a crit. It's not working out well for those buggers then, because radiant damage is something we're very good at. Shovel, do you want to try scaring this guy? It failed, but it was worth it for the line. Yeah, that's that guy taken out with some more radiant damage. I still want to keep trying to shove the buggers, because it's fun. Even though it fails every time. Some more psionic backlash for that guy. 2 critical misses, amazing. Ooh, saving against Sacred Flame. Who do you think you are? And that guy's just injuring himself even more. Now, Glut. Time to shine. Good. Good damage. We'll take it. Ooh. One of the zombies got off a hit. That's no fun. Maybe healing yourself, Norbert. Now, Lae'zel. Do you want to try again to shove this guy? Cool, it worked that time. Can we? It'll take an attack of opportunity if we do this, but now that this guy's worked his way back up, I would like to shove him back down. Lovely. The dramatic music plays again. Well done. You shoved a guy off a ledge. Shovel. Well done. And Gale. I mean, that guy still needs to go down. Maybe we'll use a guided bolt just because it's radiant damage. Oh, and of course it reduces him to just 1 HP anyway, so it's the same as if we killed him with something else. he resurrected himself. What a bugger. Yeah, Glut's taking a beating. Maybe that's fine. That's another Zomble down. This guy is not learning his lesson. He's constantly trying to blind Lae'zel and failing. Oh, that guy's a barbarian of some sort. And he's failed. Now, Glut. We don't need to waste a blessing on that. Shovel might be able to get the kill. I'm not sure if we can shove this guy now that he's enlarged. But we can certainly do that. Yeah, it's too heavy to shove. Possibly ensnare him. Saved against that. What's the oh, it's a strength save. That's why he saved against that, because he's currently got 16 strength. Whoops. This guy's level 7. Can we position ourselves in such a way that we can push him down 2 levels at once? Yes, we can. 26 damage. Get wrecked, my friend. And then maybe we'll start working our way down. Now, Shovel, get the kill, please. Okay. We'll use the War God Blessing there just to get the kill. And then we'll come and stand next to this novice. Because this guy's got
Know what hit him?
good HP left, so yeah. I don't really want to be standing in a position where we can get shoved, so let's jump to that side of it. Shadowheart, do you want to toll the dead? Okay. Jeez, that was damage. Let's give him some thunder. And give him the max damage, which turned out to be 0 because he saved against it. Glut, do you want to raise this guy? Let's get him on side. Thunderwave. That would potentially push our man. Maybe not. But it seems it would also push everyone else, even though we've tried to move into a position where it won't. We could potentially do it like that. Okay, it was something else. It was the moss-covered stone that was getting pushed down there. It's kind of hard to tell. That was probably not worth it. It's probably a silly maneuver. But I just love shoving things off things. Let's get in a crit. And another attack. Now, Gale, you are close to this guy. Oh, Shovel is as well. So let's all just smack him about. Maybe we'll just stab him. That didn't do a lot. Bit heal for Karlach. And now... yeah. He's lost the ability to use his crossbow, it seems. But he can certainly get involved. There's a little mushroom corpse. And then I do want this guy down this turn, if it's all possible. So let's use a level 2 guiding bolt, just to see if that's going to get the job done. 9. 9 damage, Shads. 5 to 30, and you did 9. So that guy's going to try and come back up, but everyone's kind of blocking the ladder. Somewhat. Glut can't do much from up there. Karlach probably doesn't want to be messing with her spells right now, given how the last attempt went. Everyone's desperate to not kill this guy, it seems. But Shovel gets the job done, like the hero she is.
A tale for the ages.
And that guy can take that. And then let's move away a bit. Mushroom friend can get down there and give that guy a punch. We don't need to worry about using a blessing. Where are you going, Shads? Okay. We have Sickness Mist, fantastic. I think we've got this in the bag, you know. If he's not going to climb back up, then we'll just go down and give him a smack. Lae'zel should get the killing blow.
The rot is cleansed.
Cool. Sounds like Glut's happy. Shall we all move down to ground level?
We must speak.
We must speak. There's the waypoint. Good. Now, Glut, you wanted to speak.
The tumor is excised. The Dwergar are dead.
Yeah, they are.
Here I break ground. From the dark will a mighty circle rise. My song will fill the grotto.
Okay.
Death Doer. The grotto may sustain but one sovereign. In the age of Glut, there may be no spore. Eliminate the other sovereign.
Why would we want to do that? Spore gave you shelter.
A fate it has earned. My circle long suffered while the Dwergar flourished. I sang to Spore for help. Yet it cowered in the grotto and let my people be slaughtered. Choose, Smooth Mind.
We call him Smooth Brain.
Let me grow a mighty circle and reap the reward. Or protect the precious poltroon as it waits for the circle of Glut to devour it whole.
I'll have no part of this. I like Spore.
It is my right. It is my right.
Its delicate harmonies turn to scrapes and scratches.
Your corpse will birth my circle.
Yup, it's on. And suddenly Glut's got a whole bunch of health back. That's not very nice of it. Oh, a little mushroom friend is now on his side. Well, that's just unfair. I mean, it's not unfair, really, is it? But I don't like it, anyway. So, we are far enough away that we can move back a bit. Necrotic damage. I feel like necrotic damage might not be great against old Glut. Vulnerable to fire. But that's about it. And he is still suffering from sun sickness thanks to our mace. So that's excellent news. Let's give him a guiding bolt. And then Shads can't really move away, unfortunately. She could smack him with a flail. She could use necrotic touch.
Settle for being mulch instead of ruler.
Yeah, get wrecked, look.
A petty kingdom undone. Already lost to history.
Now, we should probably deal with our little mushroom guy as well. Yeah, get shoveled. He's throwing stuff at me for. Get dead. Now, what have we got in the way of loot? Scrolls, spores. We'll take it all. We should probably investigate the bods of these guys that we knocked off as well. An arrow of roaring thunder is all that that guy has. Get Cole. He seemed like the leader. Scrolls, food.
I am ready to rest my
The Exterminator's Axe. It's a two-handed great axe. Deals extra damage to plants, insects, or small creatures. So if we're beating up any gnomes anytime soon, we know what to use. But yeah, not a lot else going on in terms of loot. So I think we should pop back and tell Spore what happened. Spore, my friend.
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon.
I mean, the Dwergor are slain, the rot's been purged. That's good news, right?
The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear? A new harmony. Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your reward. But before this, I have another boon to ask of you. You have cut out the Dwergar blight, but not its source.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow, striding among Myconid dead.
Near. This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
This near sounds like bad news. Guess we could lend a hand, right?
Yeah, consider it done. We'll bring Nir's head to you.
The drow lurks in the ruins beyond the lake. Bring him death, and return.
We'll do it. Also, we killed Glut.
Peacebringer, be at home.
Glut wanted to kill you, but we saved the day yet again.
You are one with Spore. Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The songs we sing now carry your spirit. I first named you Peacebringer. I now name you Kin Spirit.
Hooray. So no extra rewards for that, it seems, but we got a new title. But for now, let's go check out this little cave over here with our rewards. Oh, Dareth's still around. Just check she's got no dice for sale.
What? You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Ah, we can still show her the noble stalk even though we shared it with Shads.
Ah. To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over.
Yeah, go on then. Here you go, Dareth.
Thanking you. I'll be on my way then. Look, I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bone Cloaks. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink, when he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer. You take care out here.
Cool, we will do so. But can we also trade with you before you go? Elixirs, poisons... Indigo dye? Baby blue and gold? And purple. Why the heck not? Now, we don't need that exterminator's axe. Or the short sword. We don't need a lot of this stuff, so we may as well sell it to Dareth. She might be able to flog it back in the city and do alright for herself there. Oh yeah, did I put a new talisman on? Yeah, I put the Amulet of Restoration on Lae'zel instead of that Aberration Hunter thing. And now let's explore this little cave. It contains a pale corpse with flumph mating rituals. That sounds exciting.
The cover proudly announces this book to be Flumph Mating Rituals.
Let's examine it. Oh, come on now. We had 1d6 and 1d4 and we still failed. Let's try again. Well, that's a fail. Oh, that time we get like all the bonuses and it's still a fail. That's definitely a fail. Why is this book so hard to understand? That should be good. Just about. Jeez.
The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions written in a spare hand. The secret to forging adamantine.
Well now. Yet more clues. Instructions for operating the Great Forge. You need mithril ore and a mould. Place the ore and the mould into their chambers, pull the lever to lower the hammer, open the valve to allow lava in, and then drop the hammer to forge the product. That's useful information.
Into the adamantine forge. Now I tire of theory. Let us put it into practice.
And there we've got some icy metal. Heck, it's going to be quicker to take it all and then drop the book. I don't want the book cluttering up my inventory. But that icy metal we picked up might well be the third thing we need for a bit of combining. And we've got ourselves Morning Frost. It's a cold quarterstaff. When dealing cold damage, the wielder deals additional cold damage. Dealing cold damage possibly inflicts chills on the target. And it comes with the Ray of Frost cantrip. So we can always deal cold damage. That's kind of cool. If we had some sort of ice mage on the team, it would be even better. But as it is, maybe we give it to Shads. It also deals more damage, it seems, than... Well, I mean, let's see, 2 to 9. When it's actually equipped and she's one-handing it, still deals more damage, 3 to 11, even though she's not really bashing things. It's still pretty cool. So this was definitely worth a little trip to this cave. We've got some mushrooms about, we'll grab them. There's a backpack we can examine. A few little goods. Scroll of blindness. The Shadow of Menzoberranzan. Don't know what that is. Ah, it's headgear. Light armor. And you can become invisible. That's kind of cool. I don't know if we're going to make a lot of use of it, but maybe it's worth holding on to. And I think that's it for this area. So next time we could go out and explore that decrepit village a bit more. Or now we've got the waypoint, we could try and find our way back to that mysterious place that only Gale had a poke around. So we'll do one of those things next time, and until then, thanks for watching, friends.